So, brother, let me ask you a question. Do you love God? You say yes. How do we love God? You say by following the 10 Commandments. Say again? You say by praising Him. Okay. So, let's get you the proper definition of what it means to love God. Because anyone can say that they love God, right? Anyone can say, oh, I love God. Could you call God on the phone and say, Lord, I love Him? Could you send Him a WhatsApp text? No. You say pray, right? Give me that.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
So this is how we show God that we love Him. By keeping His commandments, right? The Sabbath day is a commandment, right? The Sabbath is actually a commandment. We could get that next. The Sabbath is actually a commandment. So, let me ask you, because I was asking the question if we're supposed to keep that holy, right? And how do we keep it holy? So one way is by not working. The next way is what I was asking you, should we cook on the Sabbath? You say yes or no? You say no. You said no as well. So now the question is, why do you think we ain't supposed to be cooking on the Sabbath? You say rest and keep it holy. But what did the Lord say? He said it in Exodus chapter 16. Read.
The book of Exodus chapter 16 verse 23. And He said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and see it that ye will see it, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
You know why? How we know we ain't supposed to cook? Because He said what? Lay it up to be kept until the morning. So guess what? On the Sabbath day, you ain't supposed to be cooking. So now let me ask you, because now that you know you ain't supposed to be cooking on the Sabbath, what food are there to eat? Because you might have in your mind, well, I have nothing to eat, right? So now you're supposed to cook on a Friday and then leave it over, right? But now let's say now that food run up, right? Let's say you didn't have enough prep time, right? Because things like that happen, right? Now let's say that happened, right? Now, what are some things that you can do to actually prep for the Sabbath or eat on the Sabbath? Because you already eat all that food, right?
Tell them what you do.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Okay.
Tell them what do you do.
What you say?
If you don't want food, I guess you gotta go to the restaurant and get something.
You say go to the restaurant and get something to eat? How about you? You get that? How about you? Probably the same thing, right? So let me tell you what I do. The officer made an important point. What I do is, what we do is, we observe the Sabbath. And how do we do it?
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
By not cooking. And how do we do that? We prepare our meals before the Sabbath, right? How do we prepare our meals? Sometimes there aren't foods that are meant to be cooked and lay up. So you gotta know what type of foods to prepare so that it wouldn't be rotten, it wouldn't decay.
That's right.
You could be able to eat it, right?
Bring it out.
So now it's fruits. Could you eat fruits? Could you lay up fruits to be kept until the morning? Yes or no? Could you let's say tuna salad. Could you make tuna salad, put it in the fridge, take it out, and eat that in the morning? Yes, right? That's what we do. We prepare before the Sabbath day actually comes. And guess what? Sometimes there might be a situation where our brothers may not be able to do that, right? So that's why we have like-minded brothers. Hey, brother, hey, could you do me one tuna salad, please? Bring it to the Sabbath. Are you hungry? I need something to eat. I wasn't able to prepare in time. Guess what? We do that. To do what? To make sure that we honor God's Sabbath day, right? Good. So the sister right here, she said what? No, but she say what? We supposed to buy food, right? We could go to the store, we could buy any kind of food on the Sabbath, right? Say go in the restaurant, right? Go in the restaurant, buy one lobster special, right? All right, so let's get that. That's another commandment, by the way.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware of any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we will not buy it of them.
Read it from the top.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victual.
So, where, right? And it said the people of the land, like he said, the Chinese, right? The people of the land is what? The Chinese. Who else? Who else sell us food? Hey, no Haitians. Who else sells food? I mean, they do, but not Jamaicans. We're talking about other people other than the blacks, because they inside the Jamaicans. They in the land of Jamaica, right? And they sell into the Jamaicans too, also on Saturday, right? So now the question is, which type of people actually selling to the blacks? Because you got Chinese, right? You say Mexicans? Mexicans are still considered black. What you think?
One question.
What's the question?
You working or not?
If I'm working? No.
You're working?
No. This isn't considered. Hey, listen, bro. Listen. The work that we do, this is the Lord's work. But this isn't the type of work that you.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.